All right, y'all. Going into our last week of October. This is going to be one of your favorite weeks, I think, of the year so far. We're going to be starting off with some banded back squats and front foot elevated split squats. Okay, so for the band, what I want you to do, get a heavy dumbbell. We're going to put it next to the rig, and then take your red band, probably loop it through the handle of the dumbbell and then over the top of your barbell. Your coach will be there to help you with this, and I will likely make a video to help you guys learn how to set this up. It can be a little bit confusing. The band is there as accommodating resistance. It's going to make you push through the hardest part of the lift for you, which is the top. It's going to be lighter at the bottom, heavier at the top. That's how accommodating resistance works. Metcon today is Night of the Living Quads. We have a Halloween theme. This is going to be 3 rounds per time, a 4 on, 3 off. So this is our VO2 max training for the week. Push the pace on the assault bike and take the burpees as your rest. So you get to lay down on the ground, breathe, go back over the bar, breathe. And then the front squats are 9 reps. That's a really, really challenging amount of reps because you could pause, you could not. I'd recommend trying to keep that bar up on your chest for the whole period. But you may find that you want to take that into 5 and 4, and that's totally okay. That's a pretty heavy bar, which is going to be a theme of this week in general. Okay, moving on, we're going to have a pressing progression. So we did a overhead pressing progression last week. This one's a horizontal pressing progression. So we're going to have 12 close grip bench press right into 25 floor press. So we're going to have close grip bench press, full range of motion, touching the chest, pressing it out with the elbows, and then we're going to go onto the ground with dumbbells, and we're going to have a dumbbell floor press. So it's 37 reps per round. It's over 100 pressing reps. That's going to be spicy meatball. And then we're going to follow that up with some push-ups. So we're going to have 4 rounds per time with a little Murph circuit. We're going to have 400-meter run, 40 sit-ups, 30 push-ups for the men, 20 for the women, 20 pull-ups, and 15 pull-ups for the men. Also challenging. I want you to run fast. I want you to break up your push-ups. I want you to break up your pull-ups and kind of just be smooth on sit-ups. There's no reason to go too fast on the sit-ups. They're kind of your rest opportunity in this workout. It's easy to breathe while you're doing sit-ups. From there, we're going to have a hang clean progression. So 2 weeks ago, we did a just hang clean progression where we did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The weight went up. This week, we're doing it as a hang clean and jerk. So it's here, and here. Now, a little trick on that, try to basically bend your knees, smoothly get it back to your hips, right back into your hang one position, and then back up. The more you're pausing, the more tension you're putting on your hands. This does get really heavy. It ends at 215 for the men and 125 for the women. If that's going to be a ridiculous amount of weight for you, obviously scale it. And feel free to break up the later sets. You can totally just drop from the top, reset your hang, and then go if this is a grip problem for you. My recommendation is to not do that. And that workout's going to be under 5 minutes, and it's going to be really uncomfortable. So have fun. Coven's Curse is a chipper. It's going to have some push jerks. That's 25 on the right, 25 on the left. 40 American kettlebell swings all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Toes to bar in the middle of it is just a little break for your hips. And then you're back to the kettlebell swings, back to the push jerks, and we're finishing that workout with a lunge from one side of the rig to the other and back. That's 100 feet. Or we can go from the rig to the wall, to the wall, to the rig twice. That's 25 feet each way. That lunge is just there to kind of ruin your life at the end of this hard workout. Challenging that postural position. So keep that bicep close to your ear. The closer that dumbbell is to your body, the less it weighs. Not really, but it feels that way. Because, weight is just relative to gravity. From there, haunted hamstrings on Thursday. It's a little bit different Thursday. It's higher intensity, higher rest. It's going to be 200-meter run, 10 box jumps, 200-meter row, 10 D-ball over shoulder. Obviously, we don't have a ton of D-balls. We've actually put them on order. They're just really hard to get right now. So we're working on getting some more D-balls for y'all. You could alternate with a buddy. So one person could box jump first and the other person could D-ball first if you don't have the weight that you want. Or you're welcome to do a kettlebell swing. We just did them yesterday. You could also do a number of other movements that your coaches will be able to help you with. But there's a lot of ways to basically get that hip extension. We do have a move more workout that day that I want y'all to try because we're not going to have the full class taken up by the haunted hamstrings. And that's going to be farmer's carries and strict handstand push-ups. If you don't have strict handstand push-ups, you should try to at least get inverted. It's really, really good for your pelvic floor health. Just ask Sophia. Friday is a lower body dominant Friday, so we're going to have deadlifts. We're going to have kettlebell swing, hack squats and kettlebell swings. Just driving our hips. That's a Russian kettlebell swing just to chest level, just to think about that hip explosion. And then Saturday is a partner workout. 5 rounds for time, 30 wall balls, 30 assault bike calories, 30 ring dips, 30 ski erg cal. So it's 30 of everything. Unless you're a female, then you get a little bit less on the machines because you're probably smaller. And that's why we're so sexist there. But you're welcome. You can split that however you want with a buddy. So everything is split right down the middle. If you're doing it by yourself, just do everything in 15. So, that one's, there's not a whole ton of strategy to that. It's just getting through the reps. It's a chipper. So a lot of dense sets this week. And then, don't eat too much candy on Halloween because it's bad for you. And tax your children. Bye.